As we age, life inevitably presents new challenges and opportunities, and certain lifestyle changes become necessary. One of the most significant adjustments is the way we approach travel, visits to family and friends, and social gatherings. For many, traveling and hosting guests have been an important part of life, but after the age of 60, it might be worth considering reducing the frequency or nature of these visits. While staying connected is essential, frequent trips or hosting guests can introduce unforeseen challenges that may impact our physical health, emotional well-being, and overall life balance. It's important to embrace the changes in a thoughtful and intentional way. If you're finding yourself at a point where travel or hosting is becoming more demanding, you're not alone. Many people over 60 are facing similar decisions. That's why we're here to share key insights that can help you navigate this stage of life while still enjoying meaningful connections with loved ones. Before we dive into the details, if you're finding this article helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. It helps us create more valuable resources tailored just for you. 1. Respecting your personal boundaries. As we age, we gain a greater understanding of our own physical and emotional boundaries. The wisdom that comes with age helps us recognize when certain activities no longer serve us the way they once did. In our younger years, hosting large gatherings or traveling frequently may have felt energizing and fulfilling, but this can change as we grow older. For example, Sarah, who is 67 years old, used to host large family gatherings every holiday season. However, she began to notice that the emotional and physical toll of entertaining guests left her feeling drained. The constant effort to prepare meals, entertain, and clean up afterwards started to feel overwhelming. Respecting your personal boundaries means learning to listen to your body and mind. Activities that once brought joy may now be less enjoyable, and it's important to honor those changes. By reducing the frequency of visits or social events, you can prioritize quieter activities that bring you peace and joy, such as reading, walking, or spending time with close friends. Recognizing and respecting your boundaries is not about withdrawing from social life, but rather about finding a balance that nurtures your well-being. 2. Physical and health considerations. One of the most noticeable changes as we age is the way our bodies respond to physical activity. Joint pain, reduced mobility, and general fatigue are common complaints among seniors. These physical changes can make activities like traveling long distances or hosting large groups more taxing. For example, George, who is 70 years old, used to love welcoming family members over for weekend visits. However, he soon realized that after a few hours of sitting and engaging with guests, his back and legs would start to ache, and it would take him an entire day to recover from the physical strain. It's essential to recognize that as we age, our energy levels decrease, and we may experience new or chronic health conditions. Long trips or extensive social gatherings can exacerbate existing issues or even create new problems. Reducing travel and hosting responsibilities can help you preserve your physical health by allowing you to prioritize rest and recuperation. Instead of planning extensive trips, it might be worth focusing on shorter, more manageable visits or connecting with loved ones through other, less physically demanding means, such as phone calls or video chats. 3. Avoiding family tensions. As family members grow older and life circumstances change, maintaining frequent visits can become a source of tension. Children become busy with their own careers, families, and responsibilities, and expectations around family visits may no longer align. For instance, Rebecca, who is 69 years old, had a daughter with 3 young children and a demanding full-time job. While Rebecca cherished visiting her daughter, the frequent trips began to place a strain on her daughter's schedule. The pressure to accommodate Rebecca's visits led to misunderstandings and occasional conflict. This is a common challenge as families grow and change. In some cases, reducing the frequency of visits and considering the needs and schedules of others can preserve family harmony. It's important to recognize that the dynamics of family life change over time, and maintaining open communication about expectations can help avoid unnecessary stress. By being mindful of other family members' energy levels, time constraints, and commitments, you can ensure that your visits are always a positive experience rather than a source of strain. 4. Economic differences and pressure. As people age, their financial circumstances may shift, making long-distance travel or frequent visits more complicated. For example, Bob, who is 72 years old, had always enjoyed traveling to visit his childhood friends who lived in different cities. However, as his retirement income became fixed, he found it increasingly difficult to justify the expenses associated with frequent travel. Furthermore, his friends had lifestyles that included dining out at expensive restaurants and engaging in costly activities, which added pressure on Bob to keep up with these expenses. This financial disparity began to create discomfort during visits. It's not uncommon for seniors to face economic challenges as they adjust to a fixed income or experience rising healthcare costs. The financial burden of frequent travel or entertaining can add unnecessary stress to what should be an enjoyable experience. Limiting travel or simplifying gatherings by opting for more affordable activities can relieve some of this pressure. Rather than feeling compelled to travel across the country or to spend lavishly when hosting guests, you can focus on more budget-friendly options, such as meeting halfway, hosting smaller gatherings, or planning low-cost activities that everyone can enjoy. 5. Prioritizing emotional well-being. In our younger years, socializing and hosting large groups may have been a source of joy and fulfillment. However, as we age, emotional well-being often takes precedence over the number of social interactions. The energy required for socializing can become emotionally draining, leaving you feeling exhausted rather than revitalized. For example, Linda, 71, had always been the life of the party, hosting dinner parties and social gatherings regularly. However, she began to notice that the constant flow of events left her feeling emotionally depleted. Rather than feeling happy, Linda found herself feeling tired, irritable, and disconnected from the joy she used to derive from these activities. Prioritizing emotional health as you age means recognizing when social interactions are no longer fulfilling and when they become draining. It's important to give yourself permission to say no to invitations that may add stress or fatigue. Instead of hosting large parties or attending every social event, you can focus on activities that truly nourish your emotional well-being, such as spending time with close friends or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. This might mean more quiet evenings at home or smaller, intimate gatherings where you can recharge your emotional energy. 6. Maintaining your routine. As we age, many people find comfort in establishing a daily routine. Regular activities such as morning walks, reading, gardening, or meditation become vital components of a fulfilling and stable life. Frequent travel or hosting guests can disrupt this routine, introducing unpredictability and stress. Paul, 68, was an avid reader who loved his quiet mornings with a cup of coffee and a good book. However, whenever family members came to visit, his routine would be interrupted, leaving him feeling off balance and unable to enjoy his usual activities. Disrupting your established routine can lead to unnecessary stress and a feeling of disconnection from your daily rhythm. When you reduce the frequency of visits or travel, you create more space to maintain your routine, which can have a significant positive impact on both mental and physical health. By prioritizing consistency in your daily schedule, you can ensure that you make time for self-care, relaxation, and activities that support your well-being. A predictable routine can bring comfort and stability, helping you to manage your energy levels and avoid unnecessary disruptions. 7. The physical toll of travel. For many seniors, traveling long distances can take a greater physical toll than it once did. Sitting for extended periods in cars, planes, or trains can lead to discomfort, aches, and pains. Traveling can also involve dealing with crowded airports, delays, and other stressful situations that can exacerbate physical issues such as joint pain or mobility problems. Nancy, 74, loved visiting her grandchildren, but the long drive to their home left her exhausted and in physical pain. What used to be an enjoyable journey had become a stressful and physically demanding experience. The physical toll of travel is something that many seniors face as they age. Long-distance travel can exacerbate issues like arthritis, poor circulation, and back pain. By limiting travel, especially to far-off destinations, seniors can reduce physical strain and focus on more manageable trips. For example, opting for shorter visits or finding ways to make travel easier, such as breaking up long journeys with rest stops or utilizing mobility aids, can help preserve your physical health while still allowing you to enjoy meaningful travel experiences. 8. The decline in social energy. As we age, our social energy often declines. While many seniors remain interested in staying connected with family and friends, they may find themselves mentally and physically drained by socializing. Social events require energy, and constant engagement in large group settings can lead to burnout. Helen, 70, loved spending time with her extended family, but after several hours of socializing, she found herself withdrawing, feeling overwhelmed by the constant interactions. She realized that she enjoyed smaller, quieter gatherings much more. In the later years of life, socializing in moderation becomes more important. Instead of trying to maintain a busy social calendar, many seniors find that smaller, more intimate gatherings are far more satisfying. Quality conversations and deeper connections often take precedence over quantity. Limiting social events can help preserve your energy and allow you to engage in more meaningful interactions. Instead of attending every family reunion or holiday gathering, you can choose events that provide the most emotional value and satisfaction. 9. Increased risk of health complications. As we grow older, we become more vulnerable to health complications. Respiratory infections, heart conditions, and other health issues become more common, making travel and socializing riskier. Traveling during peak flu seasons or in crowded places can expose you to new health risks. Similarly, hosting large gatherings in your home can increase the likelihood of spreading germs. For example, Linda, 72, contracted a cold from her grandchild during a family visit, which took weeks to recover from. Exposure to illness can become more detrimental to seniors, whose immune systems may not respond as quickly or effectively. To mitigate health risks, it may be wise to limit travel and reduce the frequency of social visits, particularly during flu season or when other illnesses are widespread. Taking precautions like frequent hand washing, using sanitizers, and avoiding crowded areas can help reduce the likelihood of catching a cold or flu. By being more mindful of health risks, you can lower the chances of complications and maintain better overall health. 10. Focusing on quality over quantity. As we age, the importance of quality relationships becomes more pronounced. Rather than spreading ourselves thin by visiting numerous friends or attending countless social events, we may find that spending time with a smaller circle of people offers greater fulfillment. Jack, 70, used to maintain a busy schedule of social visits to a variety of family members and friends. However, he came to realize that his most meaningful moments came from spending time with his children and closest friends in a calm, relaxed environment. He found that quality time, not the number of visits, made the biggest difference in his happiness and well-being. As we age, it's natural to seek more meaningful and intentional connections. Reducing the frequency of visits allows you to focus on spending time with those who matter most. Whether it's a quiet afternoon with a best friend or a family dinner at home, quality interactions become more important than quantity. By intentionally focusing on the people and experiences that truly nourish you, you can cultivate a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy in your relationships. Embracing a new lifestyle. Turning 60 is a transformative period in life. It's a time when we can reevaluate our priorities, embrace changes, and make intentional decisions about how we engage with the world. Reducing or limiting social visits doesn't mean withdrawing from the world. Rather, it's about creating a lifestyle that prioritizes self-care, emotional well-being, and meaningful connections. By recognizing when it's time to scale back and adjust your approach to socializing, you can lead a more balanced and fulfilling life. Ultimately, aging is an opportunity to live with greater intention and mindfulness. Embrace these changes with open arms, and focus on creating a lifestyle that supports your health, happiness, and personal growth. After all, life in your golden years should be about enjoying the things that truly matter to you.